tornado.
Severe weather in Rome caused damage, disruption, and traffic problems this morning, Wednesday, June 3rd, due to heavy rains that lashed the city. A tornado also struck, causing damage and uprooting numerous trees in the northeast of the capital. Viral videos on social media show the moment the powerful tornado hit, destroying everything in its path. Numerous calls were made to the local fire brigade and police. The tornado struck particularly in the Ponte Salario and Conca d'Oro areas, destroying trees, street lighting, and signs. The worst damage was recorded in the area between Via dei Prati Fiscali, Largo Valtournanche, Via di Ponte Salario, and Via Conca d'Oro. Dozens of trees and branches fell across the road and onto parked cars, causing damage and obstructing traffic. Several vertical signs and street signs were knocked over. Trash bins were overturned, and streets were littered with tiles and various materials flying from roofs and balconies. The severe weather and fallen trees have caused significant traffic disruptions, with several roads closed. Traffic was blocked in both directions on the Eastern Ring Road near the Salaria intersection due to a fallen tree on the roadway. Dozens of interventions have been carried out by Rome's firefighters, and further action is still pending. The greatest damage occurred at the weekly open-air market in Val di Sangro, where a fruit and vegetable stall structure was swept away and collapsed onto parked cars. One person suffered minor injuries in the Prati Fiscali area. The person was in their car when it was struck by the branches of two large pine trees that fell close to each other. According to preliminary findings from the city's Environment Department, the two trees belong to private property, the Salesian Institute, and the State Property Office.
Qui è tutto distrutto, ma l'ha presi di lato.
The severe weather also particularly affected the area between Chivasso and Vercelli, with hundreds of calls to the fire brigade following the powerful storm that struck between 4 and 5 p.m. today. A powerful storm hit Crescentino, causing extensive damage throughout the city, reported the mayor of Vercelli, Vittorio Ferrero. The city administration, together with technicians and emergency teams, has carried out inspections and taken the necessary measures according to the reports. Flooding, collapsed walls, and power outages were reported in many areas, with water leaking from lights. The main damage occurred at a primary school in Corso Roma. One of its many roofs was blown off, with part of the sheet metal covering falling onto the street. Flooding, fallen trees, and collapsed roofs also occurred in the Canavese and Chivasso areas, causing major disruptions along Via Garibaldi in Montanaro, at the Torazza Piemonte School in San Sebastiano da Po, and in the Boschetto district of Chivasso, where a roof collapsed.